everyone, welcome to my channel. If you've been here before, thanks for coming back. If you're new here, thanks for coming. Don't forget to subscribe and like and comment and all that good stuff if you're into it. If not, then that's okay. I hope you still have a good day and a good life. Today, what I decided to talk about is more cultural stuff, but instead of looking at Ireland's culture, I'm going to be looking at American culture, my own culture, because I feel like in these times it is so important to look at yourself as opposed to everyone and everything else, especially being from the States at the moment. Introspection is necessary. I kind of wanted to cover when you move countries, culture shock is a very real thing. I wanted to make this video kind of fun and talk about like kind of things that I noticed as an American that I do simply because I'm an American. I guess the first thing that I noticed when I was here was smiling. I smiled a lot before. Like if I was out in public, if they didn't see me smiling, I would get, "Are you okay?" all the time. So in a way, I kind of felt like I had to smile all the time or else people would be looking at me and watching me and it made me very uncomfortable. So I'd always be smiling. But here, no one's smiling just to smile. Like people smile here when they're happy about something, when there's something to smile about. If you come here as an American and it feels like you have always got to put out this happy front, this positive front, it just looks fake. It looks fake here. It's taken as fake. The next thing I want to talk about is phones. So when I'm at home in Los Angeles, it is completely natural to see people out, have their phones out 24/7, taking selfies, doing photo shoots with their friends, at the beach, at a park, literally anywhere that you look, people are gonna have their phones out. Like the phones are very much part of our everyday life. We are in love and attached with them, and don't get me wrong, I still am attached to my phone. But when I go out and I'm having experiences, I can find maybe 3 or 4 people that are on their phones and no one's ever on it consistently, like the whole time that they're out. People are talking to each other, people are drinking, they're socializing, or at least they were before this pandemic. This one time I was at a gig with Gaz and I was there with another girl that was an American as well. And when I get with another American, or even Canadian, I've noticed, we're all about the photo shoots and we're just like, yes, let's take the pictures. And obviously that happens here in Ireland too. There are influencers here and everything too. It's just not as common. The next thing I wanted to talk about was older people. I feel like here in Ireland, they still very much have their lives. Like you see them out and about doing things and walking around, organizing things. Like I feel like they still have a revered place in this social structure here. Obviously, the United States of America is a massive country. There are millions upon millions of us, and there are thousands and thousands of miles in the country, and our social, cultural norms are going to differ from area to area. Where I come from in Los Angeles, unfortunately, it just seemed, to me, it seemed like older people just aren't given much attention. It's kind of like they're at an age where it's like they're past the grind and hustle, they're past the technology. I don't know how to describe it, but I noticed that while I've been here, that the Irish people are very good to their senior citizens. And the next thing I want to talk about, I think really highlights our ethnocentrism as Americans. I didn't realize until I got here how silly it was of me to say this thing, to speak about the States in this way. So I used to call the States America. When someone would ask me, "Where are you from?" America. Now, in my case, it's very true. I'm technically Central American, Native American, and Northern American as well. But I feel like the way that we say it sometimes, it's so silly because I feel like it completely negates South America and Central America and Canada. Because it's like we talk about the United States and say America as if it's the only America. Instead of referring to the United States of America as America, just the States. The last thing I'm going to highlight or mention is overconsumption. Like any true American, I love my variety, I love my options, I love the endless list of things, the endless flavor of chips and sodas and snacks and different kinds of things that you can get. There's a flavor or a variety of one kind of everything for one kind of thing. It's just endless variety, and it's nice to have. I do agree with that. It is nice to have, especially when you can look at quality versus quantity and stuff, and I feel like there are some things at home that you can get that are much better quality for like cheaper prices, but it's a lot. It's a bit much, especially when we're talking about climate change and the way that Americans use the natural resources of this world. It's something like we use 40% of the resources of this world, but we only make up a much smaller percentage of that. When I first got to Ireland, I was so annoyed in a very bratty kind of way that I didn't have as many options for literally everything. And just in the last 3.5 years of being here, I've realized it's not necessary at all, and if anything, it's harmful. And not only that too, but like we need an incentive to like help the planet. So at home when we're recycling things, you get money back for recycling. Each bottle is 5 cents, 10 cents, depending on if it's glass or plastic or what. Here, there is no incentive. You're not getting money for it. It's just do it because it's the right thing to do. I guess culturally as Americans, we need to do it. There needs to be something in it for us besides the fact that we're just helping the planet. Not all of us, obviously. There are a lot of people that care about the planet at home, obviously, and they care about recycling and they care about the environment and climate change and all of that. It's just, I feel like as a society, culturally, it's more acceptable at home to not give as much of a damn as it would be here. And that's it. I hope you liked this video. It was more of my experience as an American and what I noticed and the things that I didn't like and realized and changed, or just how things are different. And I hope you learned something from this. I hope you liked it. If you've had your own experience that differs from mine, let me know in the comments. I'm very curious to know. Or if you're an expat yourself, tell me about those awkward realizations that you had too. I actually had a lot of fun filming this one, so I hope you guys like it, and I hope you guys have a great day. Don't forget to subscribe and like and comment if you can, if you will, if you'd like to. I will see you guys later.